Euro 2016 was a tournament of surprises, and among its most captivating stories was Ricardo Quaresma. Once considered Portugal's brightest prodigy, Quaresma's career had been riddled with inconsistency and disappointment. But at the Euros, he was reborn, a man who came off the bench to deliver when it mattered most. Yet in the years that followed, his name began to fade once again. How did someone who played a pivotal role in Portugal's greatest triumph slip back into the shadows? To truly understand what went wrong, we need to go back to the start. Ricardo Andrade Quaresma Bernardo was born on the 26th of September, 1983 in the heart of Lisbon. Growing up in a working-class family, his childhood wasn't easy. His parents struggled to make ends meet, and like many kids in Lisbon's tough neighborhoods, football became his refuge. The streets were his training ground, and from an early age, it was clear Quaresma wasn't like other kids. Even at a young age, Quaresma's flair and creativity set him apart. This natural ability caught the attention of Sporting, one of Portugal's top clubs that had already produced legends like Luis Figo. Quaresma joined Sporting's academy as a teenager, where he quickly became one of their brightest prospects. He rose through the ranks alongside another young star, Cristiano Ronaldo. But at the time, Quaresma looked as though he would shine brighter than Ronaldo. While Ronaldo was known for his discipline and relentless work ethic, Quaresma dazzled with pure, beautiful skill. Coaches marveled at his ability to beat defenders with ease and his knack for improvisation on the ball. At just 17, Quaresma made his debut for Sporting's senior team. Fans quickly fell in love with his audacious style of play. He helped Sporting win the domestic double in 2002, and by 2003, Europe's biggest clubs were circling. In the summer of 2003, Quaresma signed with Barcelona for €6 million, a huge sum for a teenager at the time. The Catalan giants saw him as the next big thing, but things didn't go as planned. Under Frank Rijkaard, Quaresma struggled to adapt. The rigid tactical demands of the team clashed with his free-spirited style. The frustrating season ended with a broken foot injury, which also forced him to miss Euro 2004 with host Portugal. He requested a transfer, and Barcelona granted it, sending him to Porto. He made it clear he wanted to return to his past self. At Porto, he was given the freedom to play his natural game, and the results were breathtaking. Over the next 4 seasons, Quaresma won 3 league titles and became a fan favorite. In 2008, Quaresma earned another chance to prove himself on the big stage, joining Inter Milan for €18.6 million. Jose Mourinho, one of the best managers in the world, saw potential in him, but the partnership was doomed from the start. Under Mourinho, Inter demanded discipline and tactical awareness, traits Quaresma struggled with. His free-spirited approach often clashed with the team's structured play. Fans grew impatient, and Mourinho's criticism was blunt. Quaresma became the scapegoat for Inter's struggles. Quaresma's confidence hit rock bottom when he was awarded the Bidon d'Oro, a satirical prize for the worst player in Serie A. It was a humiliating chapter in his career. After just 1 season, Quaresma was loaned out to Chelsea, where he barely played. After his struggles in the main stages, Quaresma found a new home in Turkey with Besiktas. In the less pressurized environment, he rediscovered his love for the game. Turkish fans adored his artistry, and he played some of the best football of his career. For Ricardo Quaresma, Euro 2016 wasn't just another tournament. It was a chance for redemption. His career up to that point had been a series of ups and downs, a story of unfulfilled potential. But in France, Quaresma reminded the world of the player he could be. Portugal's start to the tournament was far from smooth. Draws against Iceland, Austria, and Hungary saw them just scrape through to the knockout stages. The round of 16 clash against Croatia was a tense and scrappy affair. Neither team could find the breakthrough, and the game dragged into extra time. Portugal needed a moment of magic. In the 117th minute, Quaresma delivered. Quaresma was in the right place at the right time. As Ronaldo's shot was parried by the Croatian goalkeeper, Quaresma darted forward and headed the ball into the net. It wasn't the prettiest goal of his career, but it was one of the most important. Portugal were through to the quarterfinals, and Quaresma was their hero. Portugal's quarterfinal against Poland was another nail-biter. After a 1-1 draw in regular time, the match went to penalties. As the shootout unfolded, Quaresma stepped up for Portugal's decisive 5th penalty. With the weight of a nation on his shoulders, Quaresma coolly slotted the ball into the top corner, securing Portugal's place in the semifinals. It was a moment that summed up Quaresma's tournament: calm under pressure, delivering when it mattered most. The final against France was the ultimate test. Portugal were underdogs, and when Ronaldo was forced off with an injury in the first half, their hopes seemed to dim. Quaresma entered the game, tasked with keeping Portugal's attacking spark alive. While he didn't score or assist, his energy and creativity helped Portugal hold their ground. For Portugal, it was their first ever major international trophy. For Quaresma, it was more than that. It was the culmination of years of perseverance. He had gone from being a forgotten talent to a key figure in Portugal's greatest triumph. In the years that followed, Quaresma continued to play professionally, but his career had transitioned into its twilight. He became a journeyman, playing for clubs in Turkey and Portugal. Quaresma's story is one of contradictions. A player of immense talent who never fully lived up to his potential, yet one whose moments of brilliance will never be forgotten. While his career lacked consistency, his legacy is undeniable.